Good morning. Thanks for joining me. Today we're reviewing a fishing trip to Willows Lake at Sessay, part of the Oaks complex. My chosen peg for the fishing trip was on the northeast corner of the lake. A willow tree out in front, islands to the left and to the right, margins, lovely bushes for margins at my feet and left and right. It was a relatively late start for myself, midday. How was this going to pan out? Well, would I last out till after tea? Would I see a side of the lake I hadn't seen for a while, i.e. the late evening fishing? I had with me my trusty cameras, including two pair of Ray-Bans, two Insta360 Go 3 cameras, my trusty handy cam, filming most of the action all day, just in case. Why duplicates of the cameras? The Insta360 Go 3 has internal memory, and I have known to either fill up the internal memory. Battery power can be sorted with power banks if you remember to take them, and leads, but the memory, well, that's another issue. I film the majority of the day with a very easy to use Insta360 Go 3, the black one, and then trophy shots at the unoaken mat, and a backup for when the black one is full. That's when I bring out the white one, and it's easy to differentiate when trying to remember what's what. Why duplicate glasses? Well, apart from being able to alternate the battery power, when I get the signal to say one battery in the glasses is running low, I just swap for the other set of Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, and I can alternate them all day. Storage Well, that's all down to how big your memory is and how much free space you have on your phone. But that's another issue, dealing with that. So that's the cameras trying to capture what happens. Not afterwards, but during. Or, on a slight aside, I've fitted both cameras with ND32 filters, and at present are fantastic. The sunglasses effect on the little camera really makes it manageable when the sun is moving and whiteout skies are no longer an issue. You still have to be concerned about where the sun is, but it certainly helps having an ND filter. I might have to reassess whether to start using them on my drone. Right, back to the lake. A midday start, 2 p.m. before any fish. And then I did get multiple fish, and I'll show you them. Some didn't go to the unhooking mat weight scales. They didn't warrant it. But a lovely, chubby, fat-bellied mirror of 13.5 pound graced my net, and that is a cracking fish to see. I hope you'll agree. I met various people when I was walking around the lake and they were walking around the lake. Some were subscribers. Cheers, Liam. Some were potential subscribers. Cheers, everybody else. Let's grow this channel. I think I've jumped the gun. Let's set the scene. Starting at midday on the northeast corner of Willows, I had the amazing willow tree out in front of me. A decent cast, but a challenge. And I was to get my eye in and hit the spots over and over. Using 2 rods as you're allowed. I tried 1 zig bread, that's using a 2.5 ounce pear lead to pin it to the lake bed and enable me to cast the distance I want, and a free line rod. There wasn't a lot of wind, so the free line stayed roughly where I wanted it to be. But the zig rod outperformed the free line rod today. Using my trusty tiger bread, repeated casts Why repeated? Well, bread eventually absorbs the lake and needs to be refreshed. I maybe wound it under to avoid ducks consuming it. Winding it under, bringing it back up, winding it under, bringing it back up. The bread eventually saturates and has to be replenished. So I go through a fair few pieces of bait, but the repeatability and the muscle memory comes by using the same setup week after week, targeting challenging casts and then going for it. If you mess up, just adjust. If you hit the spot, hopefully you've got it on camera. So that sets the scene. The willows out in front, tree to my left, island to my right, vast amounts of open water. Not a lot carp showing, which was disappointing, strange to be so different as the other day when I was at the lake. So let's see some of those casts, some of the fish, and especially that lovely 13.5 pound mirror carp. Cheers, thanks for watching. Join me again soon. Freeland tiger bread. Dunk it in the margin to add weight. Set to a nice drop length. Cast out.